Alrighty, so if you saw the Insta post, you know we're working on a skid plate. That's what we're doing today. Got some propane down here for the torch. I already got one plate cut out just to get everything set up right. Oh, that's all on its own. No, we're good. Okay, no one's gonna think I'm nuts. Got one cut out. Getting low on oxygen, so we're gonna see what happens. But besides that, we're going to keep cutting here. I got another one up on the table. Going to mark it out. I'm going 36 inches long because that is the width between frame rail and frame rail. These do have... That's a slight... Just move my finger. There we go. They've got a radius to them. You can really see it when I close it. That's warm. Wow, I use that as my straight edge for cutting with. That's really warm. Yeah, you can see they've got the bit of a radius to them. Focus, there we go. Yeah, you can see I got the shifter came out of the bush. It still works. It still does shifty things, but without the everything else in there, the 2 to 3 shift is funny. It keeps catching. Sorry, that's just dirt from the glasses. So yeah, I'm just going to mark this out to 36 inches long, cut it, and then do the other one. Yeah. No, I'm not doing it that way. Because I forgot in my original design about into the transmitter for the front drive shaft. It's kind of our design here. Hopefully this works. Yep. Something like that, kinda. So then this will be one piece and this will be a piece. And I'm gonna chop up a factory transmission mount for here and here. Then we're gonna have bracing here and across here. Now I wasn't gonna run a brace across the back, but now I don't have to if I'm running it like this. So this here is really just there to hold it up and to give something for this to attach to so I can tie into here and make it all wonderful and beautiful. You got that? Because I think I got it, and we're going to find out. Hopefully it works. These are just cut-offs from work, so they were $3.99. So far this project hasn't cost much besides a little bit of cutting fuel and some time, which is always a nice way to build something. But I'm going to keep cutting, and I'll get back to y'all once I got a couple pieces cut out and we're underneath the truck, and hopefully these parts aren't still hotter than the devil's sack. That cut mildly looks like garbage, but with a quick hit of the flapper wheel, she'll be cleaned up a fair bit. So, you know, nice big cut off there again. Got another 36-inch length. And now I'm going to go make another one. Throw my gloves back on, all this out of here. Yes, I did cut that in the muscle shirt. But fuck OSHA. There we go, last piece right there, just a 24-inch length. Still 10 inches wide. So we're gonna, in the end, whole thing will be 30 inches long. So I'm going 30 inches this way and 36 inches this way. And this will be a 10. That's a 12, and there's another 10. And this is all going to be 2x2 tubing. And then these I have to get from my parts truck. Hopefully it's not crushed yet. My buddy's got it at his family scrapyard. But it's already off, so I just gotta go grab it. Gotta make sure I can come grab it, but it should be fine. But other than that, I'm gonna go see if the other parts are cool. They're just sitting up in the front bay, and then start rigging them up into the truck. Get down on the creeper and make sure everything goes where I want it to. Other than that, I am kind of waiting on. I mean, I can make the front frame and get where it mounts into the truck kind of ready, even though really it's not even mounting to the truck. It's gonna get tacked. It's gonna get welded. Oh, she's gonna be welded onto the top side, right? So that it will be 3 ribs on the bottom, but I mean it is a fairly big radius, right? So it's not like I've just got pipe there. If I find it's a problem, I can change it up. because I'm pretty much set up to where I can cut the front section off, like the 24-inch length I just cut, rotate all of it and just move around the mounts, and then just make 2 more ribs, one long one, and then one long one that'll probably have a notch in it. Yeah, it would have to have a notch in it, and then a short one to give the drive shaft clearance, and then it's good to go again. I've got enough meat here, but I am wanting to use this meat for a new bumper that will utilize my bigger winch, because I'm selling the 4th gen after it gets repainted. I just need the ambition, and a better shop to do it in would be great, but I kind of want that for a down payment, or to help with one. So yeah, but I'll stop talking, I'll keep working, and I'll see you in the next clip. Alrighty, so I still had some time to kill here before off-roaders and ice cream. I'm really getting fond of that name, that's awesome. And I got the one rear and plate in. It's only held in with 1 bolt on each side, but they are the factory skid plate bolts actually. So all I did was I held it up and I marked the holes and I set them up in the mill and I drilled them, which was like ultimately sketchy, but it worked. So it worked. But yeah, that's how I did that. So, but eventually I will be running. Oopsies, my mistake. We're gonna be going to 1/2-inch countersunks. That'll go through. So I'm gonna run one more here, one like right through the middle, and one up at the front. I would like to put it here. I've got no nice way of getting in there besides like right here, but I can't like get a wrench on it or anything. So that is the access hole for getting the cross member out. So yeah, we'll possibly have to do something, because you can see them. See that bolt head right there? The other one is buried behind the exhaust. We got some arc light wiring in the way. And then this side, it's about the same. You can see the tops in this back one here. They're a lot easier to get at. Normally we just get on them with a wrench on this side, and then just run the impact through and rattle them off real quick. And then these go up and slide back. Yeah, but I think doing it like this as the 3 pieces, this will be 1 piece and there will be a piece in the middle that'll pretty much just lift this and be a lot beefier, because I'm probably still going to run a tie rod across them all just for giggles and farts. So there will be 1 more running from here up to about here-ish, right? And then the last one will run up to about here. Well, I guess it'll run more on the other side. You can see the original place I was wanting to start it here, but if it gets bumped back here from the placement of the rear one, that's fine. But if it's bumped back to here, that's fine, because that'll just cover more of that transmission pan, which is great. I really want that, because I've already got a little dent in it there and this nick in it here, but I think that's from pulling it the first time. And then yeah, then this piece terminates about right here ish area, so then I'll tie it back to the part that will be to the one that goes across here, so it will bolt on here from the bottom side and maybe all the way down this. So that this whole piece of, I'm just going to run a piece of angle iron probably up here, right here and here, and I can just bolt right up into it. And then yeah, the same here gets angle iron. So actually only this piece is going to need angle iron. Sweet, I can get like 2 feet of angle iron and that'll cover everything. Yeah, because then this whole center section will dismount off of, when I cut these out, off of the other set. So yeah, back to your regularly scheduled mediocre video. Alrighty, so we're doing a bit of a redesign here. So I wasn't sure on what I was going to do for mounting it completely. That's still toasty. Nice rag. what we're going to do, this is just an example here. I won't be using much material. Put a piece of angle iron on the frame. That'd be right here would be the frame. We'll have an angle iron welded to the frame, much heavier, at least 1/4 inch wall. I'd like to go 2x2 with like a 3/8 wall, and then it'll be welded to the frame. And I'm going to run countersunk bolts around, probably 4. Yeah, probably 4 bolts for strength. And I'm also going to run a piece of flat bar over the top, kind of like so then our angle iron can sit on that. Then it gets something nice and straight to hold on to, and then I'll just run lengths through, and I'll possibly even weld nuts. I will be tapping this, threading a bolt in, putting a nut on, and buzzing the nut on. Just make sure it is as strong as it can be, because this is not something I want to rip off, especially since it's getting mounted to the frame. And it's nice up at the front of the truck where it's box frame, right where they technically welded a section inside on each side of the seat of what's normally a C-channel frame. So it's box frame up at the front, which is great for this. I'm not sure what I'm going to have to do at the back yet, because it does run off right at the end of the transmission mount. Transmission mount terminates, and then so does the C-channel. So for the back plate, I'm still going to have issues with mounting it, but this way I can take off each plate in sections, and I don't have to worry about dropping a 200-pound, 150-pound skid plate. But the good news is it's all below the center line of the crank, so it's going to lower my center of gravity just ever so slightly, which will help with side hilling, which I don't do anyways. But that's fine. It's a LCG mod. It's worth it. That, and I don't have to worry as much about smashing my T-case into anything. When I go to the Brutus of a T-case right here, I've already made the adapter flange, and this is the housing. I'm working on splitting it, but I've got one bolt that won't come, so I think I'll have to set it up in the mill and drill it out. Because it doesn't want to come loose, because the original shift linkage in this was hydraulic, and I want to convert it to a manual shifter of the sorts to go between high and low. And the nice thing about this T-case is it's a lot smaller. Downside is there's no neutral. It might have a neutral, but it's only 4 high, 4 low. There's no 2-wheel drive, so I'm going to have to put a locker in the front end. I'm going to do a posi lock cable for the front, and hopefully eventually get a locker for the front as well. Hopefully air, once I can figure out how to get air on that truck. Yeah, but that's still a ways away, because that'll be a big job, because I want to retain the AC, and we're going to modify AC compressors to do it. Chris and I are both doing it. Yeah, Chris has got to get back here. Then we got big work to do on the Jeep. Shit, you wanted to put the Jeep in here. That's not good, because I got a couch in here. That kind of sounds like Chris's problem. But hey, I got a couch in here, so. But, yeah. Either way, that might be as far as I'm getting today. I'll have to find something else to work on now, because today is the off-roaders and ice cream that I kind of organized. I used Todd's idea and just gave it a little bit of planning, as in gave guys a little bit of a heads up. Some of them only got a couple hours worth, but hey, we'll see what happens. Yeah, it'll be good to hopefully get a real event going once Chris gets back from the Yukon. Then we can get a real off-road event, get Rosie tested, find what I still have to fix, because we all know there's going to be something. It'd be really sweet if I had a lift kit by then and still running 33-inch tires, but that's fine. Budget be budget. But yeah. So yeah, we'll end that off there. Keep it frickin' killer. AMSOIL. Sorry, I'm really tired. And TMR Customs. You guys are awesome. That's all we got. Still waiting to hear back from Audio Warehouse. That'd be pretty cool. But keep it freaking killer.